You're listening to Cattywampus.
So I played Outer Worlds. That's what we're talking about, right, Corey?
Good job. Good job.
Boy, he did it.
I thought we were gonna do. I thought we were gonna do a little improv game where you were gonna get upset that I played the wrong game.
We're just gonna say words.
But you know, Corey. You know what they say? Always say no in improv.
I thought it was always
It's no but, not yes and. It's a new form of improv.
no, but David, did you play the Outer Worlds?
It's no period.
Did you play the Outer Worlds or not?
It's ruined already. Should we just start over?
It's fine.
I think we've all played Outer Worlds, right?
I have. Nope.
Oh, why not?
Because I was looking forward to playing the Outer Wilds.
Oh, because you downloaded Outer Wilds accidentally.
Yeah.
No, I actually.
I mean, if we're gonna restart, I can open this. So last year, 2 games came out with very similar names that we can't tell the difference between. So we decided we'd try to figure it the fuck out.
This is a healing process. This podcast.
We're trying to repair the damage done by the Outer Worlds and the Outer Wilds.
That just so happened to both be on Game Pass.
They both came out in Game Pass.
And they were released within, what, a couple of weeks of each other?
Yeah, within a very short time frame of each other. So I'm sure we've talked about the Outer Worlds a little bit on this cast before.
Oh, Outer Wilds came out 6 months before Outer Worlds, and no one knew about it.
If a tree falls in a forest.
If Outer Wilds falls in a forest and no one's around to hear it, does it still win several Game of the Year awards? Which, yes, it did.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Because
I don't really watch any or follow any game. How many game? Wait, real quick. So, like, what's the Oscars of games?
Probably the Game Awards now.
Yeah.
And that's run by somebody who
Jeff
gets mocked?
Keighley.
Okay. And then what's the other one? What's the BAFTA?
IGN.
Or the Golden Globes?
Thought the BAFTA was the BAFTA. I thought they gave away awards during that.
No, like what's the BAFTA of games?
I thought they gave away games during that too.
The British film industry
Oh.
gives away game awards?
I'm confusing them with somebody else.
I think you are.
Maybe games are films now.
Good luck finding a straight answer.
Did Hideo Kojima do it?
Because Video Game Rewards just tells me how to program my game to make sure that players feel rewarded. So there's clearly not a central recognized
But you found
authority.
like
It's
help
all
tutorial?
about a feeling of
Game making for dummies.
It's a sense of accomplishment. That's what it is.
Pride and accomplishment. Our loot boxes generate, our interactive reward systems generate a sense of pride and accomplishment.
What have you accomplished?
The largest downvote in Reddit history with that statement.
I would just love for them to please elucidate that. Like what?
Oh, it's simple. You gambled with the slot machine and you feel good.
I mean, we were in Vegas. I don't disagree with that statement.
Opening a loot box
But I
is
don't
more
feel
fun
like
than
I
playing a slot machine.
I don't feel like I accomplished anything either way.
I mean, I lost money. That's a type of accomplishment.
Yay, you did it. You gave them the monies.
It's negative gains.
It feels nice when you make money.
I don't think you're using that word right.
I mean, unlike a slot machine, there's zero chance that opening or buying a loot box will actually somehow net you more cash. I mean, let's be clear here. The odds statistically are you will lose money playing a slot machine unless you pull out after you get, a large
You can
winning.
make money in
I don't
Counter-Strike.
pull out.
Got that first.
Phrasing.
Fucking beat me. I was so ready. I was like,
The words left my mouth and I knew I
God
made a
damn
mistake.
it.
I knew I'd made a mistake.
I was slow to the trigger.
But you can make money
No,
from
I lost
loot
that
boxes
shootout.
in Counter-Strike.
Oh, yeah, in Counter-Strike where they let you trade items that you get with your loot box. But
Overwatch, no. You can sell your
Overwatch
account.
or Battlefront 2, no.
You can sell your account.
Well, the good thing is Battlefront
Won't they
2 at
ban
least
you?
doesn't have
if they-
loot boxes
Won't they ban
anymore.
you if they do that? If you do that?
I mean, yeah, but only if they find out. People sell WoW accounts all the time.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But
Not
As
anymore.
long as you
'cause
never
nobody
try
wants
to-
to buy those anymore.
As long as you never try to log into your account again, that'll never trigger a system. It'll just look like you moved. Mm-hmm. And if you want to talk about hardware IDs, a lot of gamers frequently change out parts.
So
that's
what they're basically saying is that you're not allowed to log into it from 2 different places.
if I repeatedly log into WoW from like Chicago and Atlanta, right? If I go and if I log in on a tick and talk pattern every multiple times a day, even that'll trigger it. That'll think that you're account sharing, which is against the TOS, which means you'll get banned. Or
now,
at
if
least
you can
warned.
if you can prove in some way or provide them with proof that you actually somehow are playing between Chicago and Atlanta multiple times a day.
If you
actually
fly
had
between
to
the
do
two
this.
all day, every day.
So in 2009, I actually got a warning, and I contested it back when there were people running the help desk at World of Warcraft, and they gave me a warning because it looked like
Now it's dogs.
now it's bots.
Bark, bark.
They gave me a warning, and I
The
said,
dogs, or the
because-
bees, or the dogs with bees in their mouths.
Basically, I replaced my network card because I was dropping connection. And after I did that, I also reset my router, which reset my IP. Those two things together in the same day caused their system to think that I'd sold my account.
Oh.
So that I don't know how it works now. I know they've modified
What if you gave it away for free?
I don't even think you're allowed to do that.
No, because it's account sharing.
But I'm not sharing it. I'm not using it anymore.
It's account sharing.
But I'm not sharing it.
I don't disagree with what
I don't
you're saying.
share presents with people.
I'm the Blizzard's advocate, and you're banned.
I just gave Brian like a Blu-ray. We're not sharing that. That's just his now.
Wait, we're not sharing 2001?
No, it's mine.
It's called joint custody.
Now, granted, I gave you a Blu-ray because you gave me that. So I guess it's a trade, a year apart.
Oh, okay.
So Outer Worlds did really well. It got
Oh yeah, what's that game about?
okay. So I don't know because I didn't play it. I know it's made by Obsidian, who was the dev team that did Fallout New Vegas, which was the better received Fallout
Yep,
3 and Fallout
it's,
New Vegas.
From what I understand, yeah.
It's Fallout meets Firefly.
Which cool premise, and I'm looking forward to playing it. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Plus, you know, a lot of games nowadays being released in a sort of early release state, lots of bugs. I figured, hey, I'll wait until they've patched out the bugs I know they're going to have because Fallout and Fallout New Vegas, I know what I'm getting into.
Actually,
here.
Obsidian did a real good job. This isn't a buggy Bethesda product. Actually, most of it was working really well.
My YouTube feed disagrees with your statement, but I'll take it.
As someone
Hey,
who's
I
only
played through all of it and I didn't run into a single major issue.
You hesitated.
Well, no, because I was trying to remember when I finished it, and I was like, okay, yes, I did finish it.
Okay, you did finish it.
the console version works great.
Played it on PC.
Yeah, and I didn't run into a single
Pretty
issue.
much, unless David is talking, the audience can just assume it was played on PC by everyone else.
I mean, that's, yeah.
My only issue with that game and why I haven't finished it yet is because it felt too easy. I got bored because I felt
It
like
did
I had
have
no
an
challenge.
issue with difficulty, yeah. It wasn't hard.
Well, you PC players can just load a mod, right? I'm sure someone's made a difficulty mod.
Maybe.
I
never
want to say
looked.
that somebody has tweaked it.
I was very taken in by the world and the characters and the interactions. So while I do agree, even for me, and you know me, I was like, this is very easy. Like, I don't think I've ever died. I don't think I've ever like it is very easy. But
I
I'm
think
very
I died twice.
I think I'm very taken in. I was so taken in by the world.
The only
and the
time I ever
characters that
died was
wasn't
I was
solid.
literally doing dumb shit.
It was a minor.
I think I died literally at the beginning of the game because I think I was just
Understand.
messing around or
Yeah.
didn't understand something. But literally once I leveled up once or twice, there was never a challenge.
It's kind of like I'm about to do my fourth playthrough of Last of Us, and I'll just be doing it on the easiest setting because I just want to go through the story.
I don't understand. You said it's too easy. Mm-hmm. I'm looking for a difficulty mod right now, and I'm trying to find it. And the only thing I can find is something that makes the game easier. In fact, I have
That's
found
problematic.
9 mods that
Well,
just
maybe
make the game
people just wanna
easier,
go through the
make
character
companions
and the worlds
invulnerable.
and the
Well, there
story.
is a survival mode, right?
Yeah,
I
there
didn't-
is like a...
I didn't do that.
yeah,
is that supernova mode?
They have a supernova mode that is like you die, you're dead.
Oh, permadeath.
Yeah,
Oh, hardcore. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I only do that
See,
with
I know terms.
Diablo.
I know game
Diablo
terms.
is the only game I've done with permadeath.
Yeah, it's the only time I've done that. I mean, I've tried to do Nuzlocke Pokemon runs.
I live my life permadeath.
Nuzlocke.
Most of us do.
Nuzlocks are hard, dude.
If for those unfamiliar, a Nuzlocke run.
Thanks.
A Nuzlocke run of Pokemon means that if your Pokemon is knocked out, you have to release it.
Yeah, you send it back out in the wild and it's done.
So you let it get beaten to near death, and then you toss it into the woods.
Yes.
I don't understand this franchise.
Well, as opposed
By the
to,
way, I saw Detective Pikachu. It was terrible.
I don't know what I expected you to say. Probably that.
Just the fact that everyone's like, "This is the best video game movie ever." I'm like, "It's not actually."
I definitely don't know where you heard that.
No,
Critics, it's
The Witcher might now be the best.
I mean, it's a bit. Well, that it's closer to the books than it is the games at
Right.
this point.
But I'm trying to think. I feel like we had a conversation about this, but there was another game, movie, or TV.
Silent Hill is what we talked about
Silent Hill.
as
is
probably the best contender, despite it being a very flawed movie.
But I think The Witcher is definitely, even though it's based on the books, very similar to the games.
All right. I have prepared a statement about The Witcher.
Oh,
Corey's familiar with this.
please share with the.
I would like to read this statement in full. We will then move on.
The gentleman from the chair on the right recognizes David. I will give you 5 minutes.
I watched this bullshit.
This is my book report. Okay, I will begin now. I've never read the books, and I only played Witcher 3 for about an hour. So as an uninitiated person, I did not like this at all. Its writing is sloppy, its characters have no clear motivations or emotional logic to latch onto, and its world building is pure gobbledygook. Its pacing is overlawn, its direction is amateurish, and the majority of events that are relevant to the loose narrative they are going for happen off screen. My wife likes the game and wanted to finish the show, so we did, but I have never wanted to stop watching something more in recent memory. I found nothing redeeming. Every actor is playing a single note, every line of dialogue is contradictory nonsense. Every action scene, few that there were, was clunky. Our lead characters either want nothing, everything, or just carried through their plot without consequence, affected by event after event that we don't get to see. Fantasy terms are thrown about without demonstration or explanation, often misusing words we know, or giving multiple terms for the same thing/person without clarification. Rival factions go unseen for episodes, only to be introduced after they have taken their part in the story off screen. Locations rarely have establishing shots, leaving basic geography that should be established by composition and editing to be provided by Reddit and BuzzFeed. No one grows or changes, no part of the world is clarified in a meaningful way, and stealing Dunkirk's timeline structure doesn't make your show interesting, just incomprehensible. And if no one ages anyway, then there's no point to the timeline. It has not been greatly reviewed, which makes me feel somewhat sane. But I have read every positive review from every major critic available, and I do not see any of the dumb fun they all mention. It's a frustrating mess, and I found the experience of watching it exponentially unpleasant right to the end. Just watch Vikings. It literally does everything this show does, but better. It's not even that great. It's just the baseline of cinematic competence that apparently $90 million can't buy. I will not be taking any questions or responses, and this will be the last time I discuss the Witcher television adaptation. Thank you.
Would you like to yield the remainder of your time?
I'm done, Senator. Thank you. Thank you, Senator. So the Outer Wilds.
which gets frequently confused. What? Because
With The Witcher.
with the
The
Outer,
Vavitcher.
The Vavitcher.
The
I will
Vavitcher.
talk about The Vavitcher. I will also talk about the game at any length.
so one
That's a
letter,
long cast.
one letter changes and everybody gets it confused. I was trying to find information on Outer Wilds, and Google seemed confused by what I wanted.
I mean, there's 2 letter changes, isn't there? Because worlds,
Yeah, true.
Wilds, worlds, sure.
O and R
Oh,
versus I.
or. You got to put the
Or.
or in there. You got to remove I with or.
Sure. Okay.
Eeyore. Oh.
So I had heard of the Outer Wilds. I've never played it until just now, and
He's playing it currently.
it's fine. I don't know. I'm not that interested. I like the graphics, but
I like the
I
music.
like my wooden spaceship.
yeah.
I kind of do like that it's made of wood and reminds me of the Super Mario or Mario Odyssey ship.
I like the music the most.
I did like it.
Yeah, actually it
liked
is.
the tone of the overall tone of the game. Actually, I was very taken by, very charmed by.
Just to be clear, none of us have beaten it. It is a game that
No.
can be beat. There is a story.
I mean,
that
the
ends.
supernova beat us.
Yeah, I tried to run from it, and that doesn't work.
No. I'm shocked you got as far as you did.
I don't think the supernova got me. I think I hit the edge of the map
No.
because the screen
But
froze
space
over.
is infinite.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a map. It's Unity engine. There's a defined boundary.
I'm surprised it wasn't one of those where you got to the edge of the world and you just loop back in on the other side.
Oh no,
That would be cool.
maybe that's what happened. I should have looked up instead of down.
It respawned you into the supernova.
That would have been fair.
Yeah, so this game loops, was it every 30, 33 minutes?
Something like that.
Yeah, so after the game starts, you have about half an hour to do whatever you're going to do, and then the clock resets at the beginning of the game. Mm-hmm. But you get to keep what you've learned. So it's roguelike in that you sort of you lose everything. Like if you were in the middle of solving a really long puzzle and you die, then you get back at square one. But if you find some information, you get to keep it. And I think we're trying to stop the supernova, from what I can tell from the story so far. But I haven't beaten it. No one here's beaten it. I don't know how far along we even are.
To clarify, did you say this game won awards or the Outer Worlds won
Both
awards?
of them did, actually.
Okay.
Different outlets gave... I know Outer Wilds won a couple of Game of the Year awards. Outer Worlds, I only know of one outlet that gave it.
But who won Best
Gave it.
Outer Game?
It won the
don't know.
2019 Golden Joystick Award Best Indie Game.
I'm sorry, the Golden Joystick?
Yep.
Yep.
And it also won the 2020 New York Game Awards Statue of Liberty Award for Best World.
I'm sorry, the Statue of... What the fuck is going on here?
New York Game Awards, get with the program, David. Statue of Liberty,
What
New
about
York.
the Statue of Liberty screams
Statue of
games?
Liberty, New York.
What do they give out for the Atlanta Game Awards?
A peach.
Yeah, just a giant golden peach.
It got Excellence in Design and Seamus McNally Grand Prize at Independent Games Festival.
Who the fuck is Seamus McNally?
That sounds like
In 2015, so this was in early development, it got 2 awards from whatever this festival is. I'm assuming for their trailer. That's what they got these rewards based on. And that's a good trailer.
Best trailer.
It's a good trailer, but that's not what they got a reward for. It was for Excellence in Design and Grand Prize.
Does Hideo Kojima lose that every time he does the game, since his trailers are 87 minutes?
Outer Worlds got Best Original Game at Game Critics Awards, Best RPG at Titanium Awards. I'm learning about a lot of award commissions.
We should
here.
start our own game awards.
Yeah, with
There
blackjack and hookers.
the Couch Awards.
And we got one from Outer Worlds still. New York Game Awards again. You ready for it? The Big Apple Award for Best Game of the Year.
This sounds like a sham award show.
These sound like participation trophies for me showing up to soccer practice.
It was nominated for Statue of Liberty Award, but that went to Outer Wilds.
Who won the GW Bridge Award?
Yeah.
There's also a Herman Melville Award for Best Writing.
Famous
won Best
video
Writing?
game Moby Dick.
Who won Best Writing for 2019?
I don't know because
I wish
can't
more
click on
people
that.
had played the video game Billy Budd, but unfortunately it was an Xbox exclusive.
That's true.
Billy Budd?
It's another novel by Herman Melville.
Most people don't know that one.
It's good.
I'm most people.
You gotta be kidding me. Red Dead Redemption 2 got it.
For writing?
Yeah.
That's not surprising.
Makes sense. It was a good game.
Cool.
A lot of people have issues
Herman
with
Melville Award.
things, but it's a good game.
Gotcha.
No, the Seamus
McNally.
McNally Award. I assume he was the inventor of the movie trailer.
Yeah, no, I think it's interesting. It's just definitely not the kind of pace of game I thought it was going to be from the trailer. There's a lot of downtime, a lot of quiet, not a lot of direction.
Thought of marshmallow.
A lot of marshmallow eating.
Yeah, every time you spawn, you got to make sure you.
I kind of like it though. It's kind of soothing.
So one thing I do like about this is a trend we've seen broken away from a lot of indie games, which is the procedurally generated everything. Big highlight here is No Man's Sky for advertising that. I think maybe after No Man's Sky, the community collectively went, okay, maybe we should just like design the levels again. Let's hire those level editors that we all got rid of years ago, laid them all off, right?
It makes better
Is this why I can't get my procedurally generated film script off the ground? Nah.
Nah, machine learning, it'll be fine.
Procedural generation works really well for some games, but for the most part, I prefer level design.
With stricter rules. Minecraft has procedural generation, and it used to be very all over the place.
Lawless.
Yeah, lawless.
It was a lawless time in a lawless land.
They introduced these things, biomes, right? So you can have a beach and water and ocean and all that. And then later on, I think, it's like version 1.7 something. It's a few years ago. They actually made those rules even more strict. So the geometry, although it looks blocky, kind of resembles something you might see in the wild instead of just random hodgepodges of blocks, which I think did the game better, although it did make things a little more bland. I mean, you won't find like sky islands made of dirt anymore, so take it or leave it. I guess.
No more Sky Islands?
No more sky islands.
I want my dirt sky island, damn it.
What the fuck?
Then go build it.
I want Pandora.
I really enjoyed the exploration, especially when you find the really weird random shit.
I like it when that thing ate you.
Yeah, like going into what I can only assume is a black and white negative verse.
Falling in the black hole.
Well, not just a black hole, but just falling into that weird. You could only see 3 lights, and I was trying desperately to land, and then I got eaten by an anglerfish.
Really strange because that planetoid doesn't look very big. But
No,
I feel like once
so
you're
I was-
inside, it goes on forever.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's actually the case. If it's like a TARDIS or something, once you get past a certain point, you're in a different area, or if it's just really clever design on the
I
model.
mean, it was interesting. I'm honestly probably going to end up playing more of it, but it's honestly not something that would have ever hit my radar had we not done this cast.
I think I asked already, but is it on Game Pass for PC?
No, Epic Game Store exclusive right now.
I probably won't play it then.
Yep, never mind.
What is the
My interest has been lost.
What is the Epic Game Store
This has been a thing.
drama?
The PC
I don't know. I
community.
just don't know. Versus
So-
Steam. So I assume it's like Steam versus Epic.
It's like shitty Steam.
I
Or-
hear
But I'm only saying like it's like Steam is better than Epic is what I take it.
Okay, let's dial the clock back a little. We've got Steam, which came out a while ago. No. It's important.
Thousands of years ago, before the dawn of time as you know it.
16 years ago, we had Steam release, Valve release Steam for Half-Life 2. And it was basically just an online, I think it's just a DRM platform and a way to download your game if your disc got scratched.
Right,
And
okay.
that's basically all it
Okay.
did. And at some point, Valve figured out that they could allow some of their partners to sell games on their store. So you can download games and pay through Valve.
Right.
And
So
then
online.
the advantage is that it remembers your games. You don't have to keep track of discs.
Yeah.
This is good. And then at one point, they decided they're just going to open the door. Everybody
People
can
hated it
publish.
when it first came out.
Oh no,
It-
people
it-
hate
it was a
because
steam-
it was garbage.
A
when it came
steaming
out.
pile of shit.
It was the iTunes store for games.
Yes.
Yeah.
but worse.
I hated it. Like I actually hated it. But after they revamped it and made the store like a component, and they started adding features like cloud sync, so you could, if you have two computers, you close the game, you go to a different computer somewhere else, and your save file's already there. Your settings
Right.
are already there. It is so easy and convenient. Stream sharing, so you could have your PC in one room rendering the game, and you could play it on a mobile device or with the right software, like even on your Xbox, for example. It's really cool.
Isn't that how you were playing Mortal Kombat 11 downstairs?
Yeah, the
That one
Steam,
time?
Steam Link.
Yeah. I had it on my
You're saying that like you're lying. You're like,
No,
yeah,
I was
that's
trying to.
what I
I
was
was trying
doing.
to think of it.
That's
but
what
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
doing.
So
Yeah, sure.
He's just like, no, it wasn't
Yeah.
black magic at all.
but yeah, no, I have. So I bought the Steam Link
Got your
back when they
roommate
still
on a
made those.
hamster wheel behind the TV.
Yeah.
I bought a Steam Link back when they still made those. Now you can just download the Steam Link app.
Yeah.
It's nice to have the hardware so you can plug shit into it, but now it's just an app. So like on this TV, you could download the app, and if you want to a game on your computer in there, you can just play right here.
Yeah.
It's really easy to set up, and you can even, with the right config, you can even throw that signal if you're somewhere that's not in your house. So, like if you're on the road.
Yeah.
So this is their thing. At some point, it might have been. I'm going off memory, so I might be wrong. I think Blizzard, instead of moving their games all digital on Steam, which is a move a lot of publishers were doing, they launched their own service, which we just call like the Battle.net launcher now. EA launches EA Link, which is later renamed EA Downloader, which is later renamed to EA. It might have been EA Downloader, EA Link, and then Origin.
Yep.
And Origin's actually not terrible at this point. It has a lot of the features Steam has, like cloud syncing of your settings.
So this is if you buy a game direct from EA, you would download the
Yeah.
EA Origin.
Or
version.
even if you were to buy it in a store. Well, actually, EA's kind of backpedaled a little bit, and they're putting some of their stuff back on Steam.
Which is
but-
nice,
So
because...
are you guys? You have all of these, I would assume.
oh,
much
there's
to my
more.
chagrin.
I have
There's
some
more.
of them.
We're getting to Epic Store. And why
Right.
this
So
is a
you like
problem.
have a bunch, but you're not just using you. It's not feasible to live in one ecosystem.
Not anymore.
Unfortunately, no.
It used to be.
It used to be convenient, and there was a brief
mean,
period of time where you could have all your games on one platform.
GOG's Galaxy's kind of unifying it a little bit.
Yeah.
But
GOG
you
Galaxy
still
is taking
couldn't-
good strides.
But you still couldn't play most Ubisoft games.
You play.
Is that how you pronounce that?
Ubisoft?
Ubisoft.
Yeah.
It's not Ubisoft.
Nah, it's Ubi.
I would say Ubisoft.
I always say Ubi.
Oh,
Every Ubisoft game that's come out in the past 5 years, probably, if it has online, you have to go through Uplay.
Yeah, and here's the other thing. They'll sell their games on Steam.
see, that's why I would think it's Ubisoft, because otherwise it'd be Uplay if it's Ubisoft.
Ubisoft will sell their game on Steam, but then after you hit play, it launches the Uplay launcher, which then checks the game and then launches it. So now I've got two launchers running in the background to play one game. Great. Why is this a problem at all? Right? We've got powerful PCs.
I mean, that sounds stupid. That's probably why it's a problem.
Here's problem number one.
It's idiotic.
GOG Galaxy. I have that on auto start. Origin, Battle.net, Steam, Uplay. And Epic Games. Now here's the thing. We've got almost 10 launchers here, right? You play a game on Steam, Steam will automatically freeze background downloads for Steam. The other launchers don't get the memo. Sometimes they decide to patch while you're playing. Introduce Let.
Ubisoft.
Yeah, there you go.
Ubisoft.
Is it you?
Yeah, Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
Yeah, so
I-
it's,
I'd be
it's a
hard.
hybrid of what we were doing.
So I was saying Ubisoft, right?
Yeah.
So
And I was saying Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
So it's Ubisoft.
Yeah, Ubisoft.
So we have to take the B from what you were doing and the U from what I was doing.
It's a hard U. Ubisoft.
So that's
yeah.
how everybody felt after
Ubisoft.
playing Breakthrough.
Yeah.
That
or
feels more natural
Breakpoint.
to say. That just makes sense.
Ubisoft. Yeah.
But yeah, so you have all these launchers. Sometimes they patch while you're playing another game,
Ubisoft, son.
which makes your current game lag. or you might drop frames because I'm playing on Uplay, and now Steam is, oh, wait, hold on, I got to get
But
this.
Corey, can't you just pick them up? I'll leave.
Yeah.
What?
So Epic
Picking
Games.
up the
Drop
drop
frames.
frames.
Thanks, Brian.
You're welcome.
I mean, you didn't laugh, but at least you got it.
Get out.
Wow.
I'll leave my own home.
So, yeah, Epic
I
launches
don't
their thing.
deserve a home anymore.
It's for Unreal Engine originally, I think, for just downloading and patching assets. And then they have Unreal Tournament, Paragon, their MOBA. I think it was Paragon.
Yeah, that's gone.
Oh, it's
Paragon.
Parawen.
So originally,
Heroin.
originally that launcher was only for Unreal Engine.
Yeah, that was
just to develop with it.
So if you wanted to develop with Epic's Unreal Engine, you download this launcher, and it would keep the engine up to date on your system.
Oh, okay. Cool,
So
cool,
as
cool.
they're patching it, you can patch your game in development. Huge time saver. Here's where the problem comes in. Epic announces after Fortnite starts to gain traction, it's being provided through the same launcher that Unreal Tournament, Paragon, which is now Parawent, and now Fortnite's on this
Para
launcher. And they say, hey, actually, we're going to open up our store.
Your game Para sucks.
We're going to open up our store. And
Kind of did.
Here's a really great deal for you. Normally, if you publish a game, you sell it for $60. Your publisher, example Steam, right? They would take 30%, just like the App Store.
Right.
Which is, let's be honest, that's a nice sizable chunk, but it's a publishing cost.
Yeah.
Which made sense when you actually put physical media in stores. Anyway, so Epic says, hey, actually,
Well, I mean, servers cost money.
publish with us, you'll pay less than half of what you paid with Valve. Publish with us and use the Unreal Engine in your game, and you pay almost nothing. Whoa, big news. Competition. Let's hope that Valve brings their prices down for licensing so that they can have more we want
Right,
competition.
yeah, I get
we
you.
want competition. And Epic delivers a huge feature list, which has now been removed. And it's basically promising to be everything Steam is and a little more. And
What Nintendo does.
Yeah.
yeah, and so at first, I'm very excited about this. Because first of all, remember, I'm an Epic fanboy. I love their games.
I do remember.
And
Always say yes.
One of the first things they do is, I don't remember the title, but they announced, oh, this is going to be an Epic Games Store exclusive. Period. And, oh, well, I can't get it on Steam. That sucks, but I guess I'll just download another launcher to play this one game. And then it happens again. And then it happens again. And then it happens. And there's a trend where Epic Games will offer you cash up front up to the millions of dollar range for exclusive access of your game on their store, and they take a smaller cut out of your sales, which is a huge mode for developers.
So far, this sounds very positive.
The
for
biggest problem I
game
have with it, the reason I
developers is
haven't,
competition.
There are two
and
problems
all
that
that.
came from
Yeah,
this.
the biggest problem with it that I've heard, and the reason I'm not doing it, is because their launcher has shit for security. My Epic account has been hacked a
Dude,
billion times.
That's true. Mine has too.
Yeah.
I don't even
And
fucking do anything.
Yeah,
with
they
it.
didn't even have 2FA until like, what was it, 6 or 7 months after the launcher came out
Something.
for the store?
Also, they axed all the planned features that would have made the platform competitive with Steam. So Steam is a better platform for game management.
Right.
Period. Right now, they have more features, resiliency, security, everything. It's a better overall system. So first, okay, some store exclusives I can deal with. But then, oh, it's not possible to actually get a refund directly through the launcher. You have to either call or sit in a long email queue, and they may not actually give you a refund. Actually, they're not entitled to give you a refund at all. Some people have requested refunds on games that weren't playable on their system, and the response was too fucking bad.
The dog was like, no, and then hung up the phone.
Yes. So
Oh, sorry. Can you just imagine a bunch of like little puppies with little headsets
so
in a
cute.
whole room, just being like, bark, bark, bark. I need to refund Fortnite. Rough. Click.
So there was the problem. One is that the platform sucks, and on top of that, they're no longer planning to actually bring it up to spec. No refund support, no customer support, no cloud sync, none of the stuff that we want. Resiliency even.
Does that store still not even have a shopping cart option?
Nope, you have to buy games direct. So imagine you were on Amazon or another major retailer online, but that's the big one, and you say, oh, I'm going to buy the screwdriver kit. So you hit buy, and it just takes you straight to the buy screen. Now enter your payment information. Now enter your card information, how fast you want it to deliver. And you go through the whole process, and then you're done, and you have one invoice. And now you were planning on buying what? Cat food, a stroller.
I'll buy tons of cat food.
Whatever you need.
David's cat.
I
food.
don't know what you're planning with the screwdriver set, cat food, and the baby stroller,
Don't forget
but I want in.
don't forget the bleach and the Sudafed.
My cat died. My cat died weeks ago, but I got a plan.
I'm going to build this stroller and then feed my baby cat food.
Out of
Buying-
curiosity, though, You use the Epic launcher, right?
Absolutely not.
You don't have it at all?
It's not even installed right now.
Okay.
That's how pissed I got with it.
I had it installed for Borderlands because
Yeah.
I managed to get it real cheap through a third
Yeah.
party. So
How much is real cheap?
I think I paid $40 for it the day it launched.
I almost bought it on Black Friday because it dropped to like 25, and then I was like, I was like, I don't need it.
So what game? So Borderlands. What games are you missing out on because of this?
Oh, the first one would be Outer Wilds. Borderlands 3 would be another one. And there's a whole list.
Outer Worlds
So-
is actually exclusive to there in Game Pass.
So far,
If you're going to buy it individually, I'm pretty
I
sure
thought I
it's
saw it on
exclusive.
Steam.
No, Outer Worlds.
Outer
is-
Wilds has a listing, but
Outer
you can't
Worlds
buy it.
Outer Worlds?
Yeah, Outer Worlds it was an Epic and Windows Store exclusive.
I could have sworn I saw it on Steam.
The only
At
reason
least
it
I
ended
got
up
an
as,
Xbox.
yeah, the only reason
Not so
it ended up
stupid
as
now,
a Windows
am I?
Store exclusive is because Microsoft bought Obsidian.
There's like 150 games on this exclusive list. So
Damn.
Control's still on there,
let me see. Control is on there.
which is a shame because that is a fantastic game.
So I keep hearing.
The Alto Collection, MTG Arena, MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries.
That's
One that I wanted.
Yep.
so. MechWarrior 5 and Borderlands are the only two games that have really pissed me off.
Rocket League is now on EGS, although people that own it on Steam can still play it for now, but it looks like maybe not in the future. It's weird.
Mac players won't be able to pretty soon
Neither can my Linux install.
That's right. They're shutting it down.
Yep.
Why?
because they don't want to develop for
because
it anymore.
no. Tencent hates Linux.
Oh, that too.
Because the Chinese government hates Linux. I'm not even making this up. You can trace why.
This
games
is why
lose
you
support.
hate China.
Rocket League's-
They attacked your true love.
Linux.
Rocket League's still on Steam though. I don't think they can change that. That's been on there for
No, Rocket
there's-
League eventually the license will.
Yeah.
Yeah,
revive.
it's an in progress thing. Kind of like
know,
how
I
Netflix
haven't
still
played-
had some Disney titles on it, even though Disney Plus launched.
Well, that's contractual, yeah.
Exactly.
and
Like
that's
it's
the
not going to
same
just
way
go
with
away just
Rocket
because
League,
it's
yeah.
up. It's
Yeah,
just a
Disney.
transitional
So if you
period.
go to the Disney Plus page for that stuff, it says like available December 1st, 2020 or whatever,
Yeah.
like years out, because that's just contractual. So I have to wait to see Maleficent.
Untitled Goose Game, not that that's a thing anymore, but I mean, when it comes to some of these games, if they're available on my Switch, I'm buying it on the Switch.
I was gonna say like Rocket League, I haven't played in forever because I don't have it on the Switch, and I feel like everyone I know who still plays Rocket League is playing it on the Switch.
That's where
I
I'm
play
playing
it.
it
I
now.
play it on PC probably once or twice a month, randomly if I'm bored.
They
but-
fixed the network code in it. It actually is great to play on the Switch now.
Like, I should just buy this.
I mean, the
because
reason that all these indie titles go to Epic Games is because Epic will.
it sounds like the deal's too good
Well,
to
no,
pass
because the
up.
deal is it's not that they're giving them $1 million. It's basically that I'm going to buy 100,000 licenses of your game up front. These are already sold. Like you're done. You're getting this money. Like up front,
Yeah.
you're selling 100,000 units,
pre-sales.
and then I'm putting it on my storefront to resell.
It's the Diamond Comic Distributors model.
Right. And it's a deal that it's too good for them to ever pass up.
So in comics, the way single issues are sold is through one distributor because monopolies are legal. Diamond Comics sells them to stores to resell them. So when you see sales numbers for comics, that means they're in stores. No one may have gone in and bought them. So when you see something like Batman, whatever, is the number one seller of November, all those numbers mean is that it's sitting in a store to be bought by someone. So we actually never really know how much any specific comic sells. So when they say like The Walking Dead, it's the number one selling trade. No. It's the number one trade in stores.
Yeah.
That trade is in the most stores.
So that's interesting you mentioned that. Because prior to Epic Games going public, in a matter, like instead of it being just Epic Games, instead of Epic's Games, there we go. You could go to
Epic Games games.
Green Man Gaming, GOG.
What is Green Man Gaming?
It's where I buy literally
yeah, it's where
all
I
of
buy
my
pretty
games.
much all of my
They're a
games.
reseller of licenses.
Yeah, they resell licenses, and they usually sell them at anywhere from 10 to 15% less.
And then you use like
You can activate
then
the
that code activates on Steam, or
right.
Epic,
You
or
use
wherever.
them on launchers.
Yeah, you can use them on other launchers, which is really great. So if there's
I
a
see.
sale, there's actually incentive for the other publishers to reduce the price.
Yeah.
Now, enter the world where Borderlands 3 is Epic Game Store exclusive. That means they never have a reason to drop the price below $59 because there's no way to obtain it except from going directly to Epic. I can't go to GMG. I can't find it on a Steam sale. I'm stuck paying full price. And most of my Steam library was discounted at least 10%. I rarely buy games completely new. So Brian just showed me something interesting. He actually found a key.
It was a cat video.
For Borderlands 3
Yeah, they
on
did-
GMG.
They were GMG was reselling Borderlands keys.
Anything
Epic
else
did
on this
start
list?
Epic did start allowing resellers to carry their keys.
So, because I know that a lot of these contracts have a period of absolute exclusivity, so there's no way to buy. So, is Borderlands 3 old enough now that the contract is moved?
No,
into a
it
different
ends
phase, or-
next. It ends next month.
Okay. Which
April-
means theoretically, I should be able to buy it from.
But they're doing it with Epic's permission, like the Green Man.
Yeah, they are.
It'll
At
be-
the
It's not like Redbox.
No.
no. It's you have the order of that correct.
Borderlands should be on Steam. Apparently, the release date's maybe April 13th, but I'm probably just gonna wait until they do
Game of the Year edition.
something like that. I mean, have they put out DLC for the game? I haven't.
Yeah,
followed
there's
it at
been
all.
some DLC. But
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you about it. I haven't played it.
I lost all interest in it.
I
don't know.
It's. I mean, I would get it at a dirt cheap price because it wasn't. It was more Borderlands, but not in a good way.
Would you have enjoyed it if you had friends to play with?
Maybe, but I enjoy every game a little bit more if I've got somebody to play with. Even if
Maybe,
it's
but I
shit.
am
like-
friendless.
Well, I was gonna say because Borderlands 2, all of us played it. Like everyone we know has it on Steam, and still,
Yeah, and even solo, it was good.
I still go to
I mean,
Borderlands
I
2
don't.
lands.
I'm sorry, what?
I still go to Borderlands 2 lands and Borderlands 1
Okay.
lands.
I thought you said Borderlands 2 lands.
Borderlands
And I was like, what
lands.
is this?
that's the DLC.
Oh,
the original
fucking shoot me in the face.
The original Borderlands game in a local area network party. That's why
This was a good time. Thank you for coming to his TED Talk.
Would you like some improv classes for your birthday?
please
We'll go together.
let's do it.
So anyway, that was Outer Wilds. Anything else we want to say about Outer Wilds?
Nope. I'm probably gonna finish it. Personally.
Yeah, I'll finish it.
I don't know if I'm gonna be doing it primarily. Probably be a secondary game I play. But just relaxing
The
enough.
second Corey play it.
We don't talk about that, David.
Get back in your cage.
I guess you're not too interested, Steve. It
I
didn't
mean,
seem-
I'll play it at some point after it's no longer on EGS.
Steve's like, I don't play games. It's a facade.
yeah, this,
never
this,
played a video
this
game
whole
in my
this
life.
whole segue was because of EGS exclusivity on this game.
The problem I have right now is that right now the game that's occupying my time is Monster Hunter.
That's fair.
By the time I'm probably done with that, it's going to be time for Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Oh,
and
we know you're going back to Destiny 2. Don't kid yourself.
at some point, yeah, not at the moment.
Not at the season.
No, I'm kind of done right now.
I burned out on that one real quick.
Yeah, I think we all
played
did.
for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then I was like,
and then all of a sudden, everybody's offline.
yeah.
Yeah, but no, and then I mean we've got so many good games coming up, man.
I know. And
There's so much
just
good
no time
shit.
to play them all.
Doom Eternal,
Oh, yeah. When does that
so
come out?
ready for Doom Eternal. March 20th.
Okay.
Yep.
And then after that, we've got Resident Evil 3.
That's the one I'm most excited
And then
for.
after that, Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I'm so excited about.
It's very hard for me to get excited about remakes. I mean, not just in games, just in general.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, I know Resident Evil 2 is supposed to be like the best thing in the world, but
Resident Evil 3 looks.
I already played Resident Evil 2. You know, like I
but
did
you
that.
didn't play this Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, and I didn't see that Point Break, and yet here we are. Like,
Usually when it's a remake of a game, it doesn't change the game in a way that it ruins it. It just makes it a better experience and makes it look
Unless your
better.
name is Blizzard and you
Yeah,
remake
unless-
Warcraft
okay,
3.
Yeah, until
We
that.
could spend an hour.
what's
on
the
that.
next line in that song?
Somebody please kill me.
For I play Warcraft
Warcraft
3.
You've been listening to Cattywampus. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr at CattyWampusPod. Email us at cattywampuspodcast@gmail.com. Music by Tilly.